What is the worst thing that is legal? Sending letters to homeowners labeled important mortgage/financial info or last warning/notice and having the inside look exactly like a bill, letterhead, and little box in the corner with figures inside, all to then say refinance with us or don't miss this opportunity for etc. etc. Makes me heart skip every time thinking I've forgotten some critical bill until I open it. College book prices and practices. Change a few words in a math book, that'll be another $100 please. Oh, you realized that you can use the book from 10 years ago and succeed? Actually, we require you get the new book. Oh, you realized you can get the book cheaper from a friend? Actually, we're doing online books now and you need the personalized code. We change it every year even though there have been no breakthroughs in this subject. Knowing the college struggle, I have no fucking clue how this is allowed to exist. It should literally be illegal. Even worse when professors say you need a certain textbook in a few weeks then they never actually use it. Worst $80 I have ever spent. You can look up where anyone lives because it's public record. But can we please not have entire websites with databases full of every person in the country? I mean, think about people who get denied restraining orders and try to move away from their abuser. 6 months later and their abuser can just look up their name and find them all over again. This could be detrimental for spouse abuse victims, stalking victims, etc. Something should be done about them. It's terrifying. In some states you have to legally notify your attacker, the person you have a restraining order against, where you live so they know to avoid it. Data caps on home internet. We have a 120 GB data cap. For a family of 6. In lockdown the provider had a promotion where everyone got unlimited data. Including us. We have tried to upgrade to an unlimited plan but they gave some BS excuse about how the server traffic is clogged, like it was completely fine for the promotion. I am 99% sure they know we always pay extra for data after we run out and don't want us to save money by upgrading. Edit. I appreciate everyone suggesting me to tell the provider to shove it, but I failed to mention that I'm 15 and that's up to my parents. I don't give a shit, you offered a promotion and I want it. Isn't that called bait and switch or something? Sounds illegal. Caller ID spoofing. Somebody spoofed my number and my name came up on the caller ID apparently. I got a text from some irritable person demanding why I was harassing them. I tried to explain what spoofing was but they sent me the screenshot of my name on their caller ID and asked if it was me. I imagine this person googled me and did all kinds of shit and decided I was the bad person in this. I feel like my privacy was totally violated. In that case I feel like the victim on the other end is the actual spoofer. I can't prove it, but they always seem the most upset over phone calls when they can just easily block you. One time someone called from out of state and said they had missed calls from me. I told them I don't know man, it's probably that robocall bullshit. Just block my number. I hung up and blocked their number. Spice/K2/synthetic weed. This may have changed in the last few years but I found it embarrassing that our country locks up thousands for actual marijuana but allowed that shit to be sold at every gas station and liquor store knowing damn good and well that it was hurting and killing people. It was finally banned here, Japan, and then it became a black market drug. Of all the brain dead stupid, the only reason to try spice was that it was a legal alternative to illegal drugs. The shit's horrible, and everyone I know, myself very much included, sooner or later had a very, very bad experience on it. Why would anyone risk breaking the law for a drug that is neither addictive nor fun? My uncle had a seizure while smoking that shit. We were smoking together and he suddenly stopped mid-sentence. I thought he was just fucking with me at first. Then his wrists started twitching, then the twitching spread to the rest of his body, then he just straight up fell out of his chair and laid on the ground convulsing. I went running inside to grab my aunt, got in the doorway, and promptly dropped in a dead faint. Woke up to my friend screaming and sobbing and shaking my shoulders trying to get me to come to. She was my best friend. I had known her for like 12 years at that point, but at first, I didn't know who she was. She just looked vaguely familiar. My uncle and I both ended up being fine. Scary shit though. I'd like to add that my uncle is an old hippie, so he's done pretty much every drug on the face of the planet, including the hard ones. He himself said that spice is the most fucked up thing he's ever put in his body. He'd sooner pick up meth than smoke that shit again. Friend in college was super health conscious because he was pretty heavy as a kid. He loved to eat a bag of butter-free popcorn every day. He'd spray "I can't believe it is not butter" on the popcorn, using about a half bottle each bag. One day he decided he should check into the fat-free claim on the bottle. It turned out that they could claim it was fat-free if each serving was less than 1 gram of fat. There were 160 servings at nearly a gram of fat per serving. He ended up eating an 80 grams of fat bag of popcorn each day. It's a great laugh when he found out, but horrible that they could get away with this. I signed up for a free 30-day trial for a site called Shaw Academy. I was planning on taking one of the design classes, but at that time I didn't have enough time to dedicate to it. I tried to cancel before my trial was over. The cancellation process took me through 5 screens with giant buttons that said "I don't want to cancel" and tiny ones that would just take me to the next. At the end it said, "Please call this number to confirm cancellation." While on the phone, they kept trying to offer me other deals, and eventually I got sick of it, so I agreed to a 30-day extension of my free trial. I set a reminder on my phone to cancel before it was up, but they charged me the $70 monthly fee even though my account said it was still on a free trial. Had to go through the whole fucking process again just to get them to cancel my account, and they wouldn't refund any of it. Absolutely awful service. It's so fucking shady to do this. If you have to make it nearly impossible for someone to leave, your service isn't worth joining in the first place.